Hal with HoosierAuthority.com and the Friday Night Legends Tour. Week 9, we're out in Rockville, and I'm here with head coach Herb King with the Rockville Rocks. Herb, what is the excitement around tonight's game? I mean, I know you guys are 8-0 and going for the final win of the season before the tournament season. Give us an overview of your season so far.
Well, our season really started out, we thought we were pretty front-end loaded, played an excellent Seeger ball club in week 1, which we tell our kids up front, if you're going to win the conference or have a chance to do that, you have to beat Seeger, and we were able to do that on a 16-14 count. And we've kind of gone through the rest of the conference schedule, being able to defeat most of the teams by 2 or 3 or more touchdowns, and really have had an excellent season so far. And tonight we will battle against one of our arch nemesis in the Fountain Central Mustangs. Fountain Central comes in at 5-3 on the year, and they have 2 losses in the conference already. They've lost to Attica and Seeger, and we have the opportunity to win the conference outright tonight if we win. If we would happen to lose the conference game tonight, then we would tie with Seeger if they beat North Vermilion, which is a probable outcome of that ball game as well.
I understand you have a highly rated quarterback. I believe he's a junior, and he's rated pretty high in the state. What has his leadership brought to your school as far as overall school and on the football team?
Well, it's a little bit part of a two-edged sword, because he is my son, and when we say leadership, I think that comes more from his mother than it does even from him. But he's an excellent quarterback and a very good athlete. He was all conference in 3 sports: football, basketball, and baseball last year. And just having his ability to be an extra coach on the field has allowed us to do a lot of different things offensively where we may not have had the opportunity to do. We've switched and been able to audible plays into big plays because he's read the defense and be able to see what we've talked about both at home and at school to make sure that we get things done that way. We also have an excellent running back in Zach Clapp, and Zach's run the ball for about 925 yards this year and averages over 8 yards a carry, and he's really had an excellent season. And we haven't run him maybe as much as what we'd like to, but we're also trying to make sure that he maintains his health all the way through, and we have him at full tilt and full strength for the sectional and for big ball games. And Zach's been an excellent leader for us as a senior, and as have the rest of our seniors. They've worked hard, done the things we've asked them to do in the off season, and have lifted well and are in pretty good shape. And probably this is the football team we've had that's been in the best shape of any team that we've had when they came in, and have maintained that and really maintained their focus. And that's really what's helped us, is the whole group has done what they're supposed to do.
You know, you mentioned Zach, your senior tailback that's having an excellent season rushing the ball. I understand he's also an excellent student, and, you know, that's a key in a high school, get a grounding effect and leading your team as far as in the grades and on the field.
Well, we have several other good athletes. Kyle Fahey on the front line, he's a move-in from Paoli for this season, and he's a senior, but he maintains a grade point average about that 3.6 level. Zach Clapp at about a 3.6, and Matt King at about that 3.6 level. So we have some kids that are very intelligent and are able to accomplish what they need to, simply because they think well, they react well, and they lead from that ability to understand what needs to be done in certain situations.
Well, you brought up the fact that we all know that Matt King, the quarterback, is your son. Does that father-son bond sometimes good or bad? Sometimes he reads something and you're like, wow, how did he see that? I saw it also. Or does he read something and you're like, there's no way my kid saw that?
Well, it goes both ways. He even has said publicly that it's both a blessing and almost a curse to be the coach's son and still have the opportunity to play and lead a team. But we butt heads at certain points, and he helps me to realize maybe a little bit different phase. I tend to be a little more hard-nosed at certain points, but he's a competitor. He wants to win, and as long as we're able to do that, he can lead a football team to do that. We'll be very successful this year, and we have been so far.
Coach, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to give us a little shout-out here. And we're with Herb King, the head coach of the Rockville Rocks. I'm Hal. Week number 9 of the Friday Night Legends Tour.